Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, Camera Tuesday, we're going to talk about Holland LARK Max 2. It's a Mark II product. So let's dive deep into it. What the hell? Yeah. So, LARK Max 2. This puppy is a high-end mic toolkit. Let that be very clear. It's not just a simple tool like how we have Rode Wireless Go. It's a bit more involved, meaning you can buy just basically two transmitter, one receiver, one charging case, and that would be it. And it would be reasonably cheap, $250, or by the time it should be launched in India, should be under 30,000. I cannot guarantee, but it should be under 30,000. And so far it's just like, oh, it's a different kind of DJI or Rode. Well, the key difference, which this puppy is the first that can ever do this, is that it has supports full chain 32-bit float. Now again, if you have watched my video long ago, I have always talked about that I would love a recorder that records 32-bit here, transmit 32-bit there, simply because if it transmits 32-bit there, that receiver can easily scale it up, as in like this is 32-bit, 24-bit is like this, it keeps scaling it up, so audio never clips, dynamic range is perfectly preserved, and it sends that 24-bit into the camera. Or what if, let's say, camera or smartphone or computer can directly digest 32-bit float via USB-C. This is the first company that actually had balls to try it. So this is the first time full chain 32-bit float is possible, meaning if you have supported device, now let that be very clear, their website makes it looks like you can use Apple devices. Half true. Yes, you can use Apple devices, but you have to have dedicated application for it, because most applications do not support audio recording from mic, let alone audio recording from mic on 32-bit float. So you have to have an extra layer. Basically, you have to have Apple and you have to have Blackmagic. I have not seen testing done on Android, and as of now they have not announced anything yet, although I do expect it's gonna happen soon. And same goes for Mac. And again, I do not know about PC, but again, they are way too vague on that department. But this is the first time 32-bit transmission is possible. And many people were awesome and happy about these things, but there was always a limitation. You did not have wireless earbuds in order to monitor it. Now it's like, why don't we use your Bluetooth headset? Bluetooth headsets are not low latency enough, meaning the protocol is not designed for ultra low latency. So this company, using the same radio, 2.5 gigahertz radio, they built a low latency wireless earbuds. This puppy is just a monitoring. Basically, you do. Now, like, why don't use wired? Again, we are living in a world where if you are a cinema crew, everything is dedicated. Like, there is one person who is like, monitoring audio. There is one person who is moving the camera, one person who's focusing the goddamn camera. Again, that does not exist in small scale shoot ups or like wedding or, product work. So in those sort of scenarios, that wire is a hassle that we are not used to. Gone are the era where everybody used to have headphones. So fundamentally, having a wireless system, yes, you do have to require this extra thing, but if you need it, you will enjoy it. It's not limited, meaning you can buy it, you do not have to buy it. Again, that's why I said the base kit is available without it. And if you're like, no, I would love to see where the audio is, now like, okay, why do you need it if you have 32-bit? Imagine you put your microphone, like I'm putting here this big, and you're not happy with the audio. How would you know? You won't. So and what if you put under some cloth and it's like rubbing too much? Or what if you put too close to heart and heart pumping sound is coming? So you would not know unless you go to post-production. So that's why monitoring matters. So having monitoring, low latency, wireless is short uptake money for many applications. Not every, but many. And then it also has AI noise suppression. Now here's the deal. Either they hired a very smart guy for the marketing, or somebody in their AI team is actually smart. Now you have to understand this. Our ear has hardware level filter, meaning if you know someone, right, if you are familiar with them and you're talking with them, background noise can change up and down without any issue, and you will never even notice it that background noise changed. Why? Because your ear, hardware level, it's filtering it, and your brain, software level, it's filtering it. You do not even have to pay attention to it. It's almost happening on zero latency. They are like, we are building AI like that. So AI is not detecting noise, it's detecting human pattern, human voice pattern, and it's eating everything else. So I'm like, somebody knows about AI. It's like garbage in equals garbage out. So like you cannot train it on noise. You have to train it on human voice. So AI wise is like either the marketing team is good or somebody did the good work. Now, early audio samples looks reasonable. I would not say the latest and greatest, but it does sound reasonable. So this is LARK Max 2. Now, what about the feature set? Now, this is where they went all out. For example, because they added an extra transmitter and receiver for that earbuds, they're like, hey, what if we had 2 more microphones? Yes, you can pair 4 of these puppies with this one receiver. Now, here's the deal. Let that be very clear. If you do that, you compromise channel separation. Meaning, right now, if I have something like this and if I record 2 audios, one goes into left, one goes to right, everything is separate. I can individually adjust them in my post-production. If you do that 4, you realize there is no way of transmitting 4-channel audio. Analog medium, there is nothing that can do that. So you have to basically mix mic number 1, mic number 2 into one, mic number 3 and 4 into right channel. So yeah, but again, it's there. And not to mention, if you transmit it via USB-C and if your device supports it, you will get 4 channels. Meaning, if you are doing some sort of podcast and the device and the supply chain as in like the data protocol, they are supported, then you can have 4 microphone on one receiver at 32-bit today. That's like sure to take money. That's like not even attemptable by anyone else. So it has that. Now let them be very clear. The moment you activate that 4 channel, you will disable the hearing mode, because again, they are reusing the radio of that. So that's there. And they also have audio time code, so to say. Now, is that important? For this sort of price range is shut up take money, because time code at this price range means you can have multiple camera setup very easily. You do not need time code for audio sync, because again, audio is being transmitted. But if you have multiple cameras and you sync audio time code from multiple cameras, then it makes your life much easier. So having that is shut up take money. So fundamentally, and again, for this price, and they had a wisdom. It's like, hey, what if people are happy with this? What if they want this to be as small as possible? Okay, they made it as small as well. But hey, what if somebody wants basically lavalier microphone? Because again, there are certain dedicated costume or dress up or things of that nature where you can have a very precisely enclosed microphone capsule which will not be visible, but you want a lavalier setup. For example, my best example is basically Adam Samech for Mythbuster. When he was to do a stage talk, he had a big glasses. Now that glasses was like, old school kind of big frame. So there are lavalier microphone which are idiotically expensive, but they are available, that are size of rice grain. Meaning he literally dremeled a small slot in the frame of the glass which was here, so he literally got the best audio possible, and nobody could see the cable because again it was routed through the basically glass channel itself, and it was in the back. So people are like, okay, where is mic? Why the audio is so good? Yeah, you can do that. So they're like, hey, if you are doing that, you can handle the size. So they're like, okay, we're gonna give you an adapter for this. So the size remains as small as possible if you do not need it, which 99% of people won't need it. I'm using it without using it. So fundamentally, you don't need it. But if you do need it, they have the adapter and they give it in the box. So you do not even have to buy something else. So that's a very clever realization. It's like, oh, what if that 1% who wants to use it? And what if about 99% use it? So it's clever. And having wireless monitoring is epic, because again, we should have had this by now if camera companies were smart and they realized that Bluetooth is a year 2000 technology. But we don't have it. So this is epic. And dedicated RX USB-C module for mobile utilization. This is where they went a bit extra. So you notice there is one receiver, 2 transmitter, and then this small puppy. That small puppy is for mobile phone, because if you're doing a vlogging setup, you do not want a giant box sticking out of your smartphone. They're like, hey, small puppy. I'm like, that's overkill, but I like it. So feature set wise, they went all out. And again, award nominee. This became award nominee there in basically Cinema the best of the show. Clever. Because everything about this looks like somebody sat down and is like, okay, what do people actually need, rather than the same thing. So it's very clever. Now let's understand whether you should buy it or not. Well, it comes down to value. And let that be very clear. At this point in time, if you are a smartphone shooter and if you test this and it works, or like, watch someone else who has Android or watch someone else who has iPhone exact model, and if you check it out that it does support, and you are a smartphone user mainly, and it supports 32-bit float, you're done. Buy this, go home, done. There is no discussion after that. Like, this will be the best possible quality you can get. The end. Like, buy and forget. So that's awesome. And another aspect is, at this point in time, in 2025, there is nothing that is cost effective against this. Meaning, you can buy DJI, but more expensive. You can buy Rode Wireless Pro, that is idiotically expensive. So there is nothing that can give you this level of feature set at this sort of price. So time code for multi-camera setup, which again, DJI and basically Rode Pro also has that, but again, they are at much higher price bracket. So this is the very critical part where it's like, yeah, we gotta give you same things and some more refinement, and you can't compete with that. So fundamentally this there. And 4, you may like, okay, what if recording 4, it's not a separate audio channel. Recorded channel is better than not recording the channel. So even this 4 system is clever. And again, if you have 2 people basically sticking on the both side, you can have mic 1 mixed with mic 3 and mic 3 mixed with mic 2. So you can easily get around it. It's not that difficult, so to say. And again, I really wish they tested it more, where they have like, okay, what PC software supports it, what Mac software supports it. That part is a bit lacking. But other than that, in terms of value and in terms of what we can expect out of future in this, because again, this is just starting 32-bit and everything else has to catch up. So this is awesome. And for the price, it's ultra awesome. And again, they have released hardware, and hardware people are like, yeah, it's good hardware. It's not the latest and greatest. It's not bad also. It's good hardware. And for price to performance ratio, it's like short of take money. So it's a very wise Mark II. So what about the final verdict? Well, it's almost there. Now, again, let it be clear, I'm half angry at them, half angry at the camera companies. Is that camera companies are like, what if we never left 1970? Like the only camera company that had brain to like, hey, 32-bit, it has been a thing, I don't know, 6 years ago. And it's like, okay, what if we use 32-bit? This is Panasonic that does 32-bit float recording. But they're like, okay, but why use brain when you have bullshit? So they have this bullshit you have to buy. I'm like, use USB-C audio transmission. It has protocol for that, specifically built for that. But no, you have to buy this. And again, this is how I know Panasonic does not sell enough. No company makes a freaking hot shoe adapter for this, because this is for Sony, and I've seen DJI also making it, but I've not seen any company making it for Panasonic, even though Panasonic supports more feature set. It's simply because Panasonic does not sell enough. And again, why would they sell it? It's like, what if I give you 32-bit, but you have to buy some extra BS, like $300, $400 BS for this? It's like, why? And again, don't give any hardware, just give USB-C. I can use any Zoom setups. I can use any Tascam setup. I can use hundreds of things right now that have 32-bit USB audio. And I will be happy. I'll be fine. Only support 4-channel also. And again, yeah, they do support 4-channel, but you have to have this. It's like, that's the really, but again, I do not expect it to work unless Panasonic and this company get into bed together. And Sony, while Sony does sell enough that every company develops their, hot shoe adapter, I do not think they have enough phone connection to Sony where there's like, hey, Sony, can we talk? Because again, you do not want time code into audio channel. That's not the desired outcome. If you have seen any cinema camera, you must have seen they always have a port dedicated written TC or Genlock. The reason for that is time code has to be a metadata. It cannot be in audio stream. So that's why Premiere does not recognize it. You can't do that. Like DaVinci Resolve does that, and Tascam, I'm saying, Tentacle Sync, they had to build their own software just to do that. So if it had that, because again, that's a digital interface, it does not have analog conversion issues, they can do that. But again, I do not think Holland is big enough company and Sony is interested enough to, because again, Sony is Japanese ego. So unlikely they will actually listen to it, but it could have been so close of perfect system. But it's like, but again, that's a camera's company's fault, not the manufacturers of this headphone audio equipment. But I have to say, they are very unclear on the 32-bit full chain app system. Again, I've looked at their website, I've downloaded their basically PDF in what you call instruction manual, full one, and they are very unclear. Because again, thankfully, I've noticed one person, I've linked the video down below, who actually recorded 32-bit float in Apple, and they were not using Apple's default camera application. They were using Blackmagic. In the Blackmagic, they had to go into audio format, and then you had to select from AAC, that is the default, to IEEE float, which is 32-bit float. So that's the part. And again, if they do not support Windows, it would be genuinely stupid, given the fact that Windows had 32-bit support before Apple did. So, and again, I've linked that video. That video is 2 years ago. That is for 32-bit float audio interface. So again, 32-bit is there. It's just that other things are not ready yet. And again, it's up to them, because again, if they are saying that, hey, it does not work with the camera, I can believe that. If they say it does not work with computer, I'm like, nah, you lazy. So I'm not happy with their documentation. They are not clear cut enough. They just have an image. Oh, it's like goes to Mac, it goes to, test it in all them, and like have a dedicated video showing it. It's like, oh, this is how we do it. Because again, how many people will know this? So that's there. And they are very unclear about how the heck they are scaling 32-bit to 24-bit. I want this feature. I am willing for this feature. I'm willing to pay for this feature, because the idea is, if you have 32-bit here and you transmit 32-bit there, once you have the 32-bit there, you can scale it. And again, you have two options in scaling, meaning if you want maximum audio, you will have high gain. benefit. Every subtle noise is properly captured. You do not have to worry about it. But again, the moment voice goes up, it clips. But again, if limiter protocol is utilized, it will squash the loud volume. It will destroy your dynamic range, but audio will be captured. Not recommended, but better than nothing. Awesome. And then you have automatic gain control, meaning the 32-bit float is there, and computer analyzes enough of it and is like, okay, it scales it. So dynamic range is preserved. So again, both have their pros and cons. But you should know, and you should tell people, heck, their website does not have documentation about this. B&H website has documentation about this. I'm like, that's not good. They are not clear on this. Like, again, I am reasonably sure somebody smart enough would have worked on this. It's just like, talk about this. Like, what are you doing? Are you clipping the limiter function? Or are you utilizing auto gain control? What are you actually doing? Like, again, people would require different things in different conditions. And even if that is not true, at least give the option. It's like, okay, this is what we are doing. The end. Like, don't like make it a black box. It's like, oh, it works or it does not work. Dynamic mic setting, it will work. It will not work if you have this icon. That's very that's on them. Like, they have to sort it out, because again, this is awesome tool. They have to put a little bit of effort in documentation and making all the required protocol for it. So fundamentally, that leaves a bit to be desired. And they have non-replaceable battery, meaning in few years, and I'm being generous, it will become e-waste. Like, for example, with this, when I originally have bought this, I was smart enough, I bought 2 of them, as in like a stereo setup. The microphone, I was like pretty sure I could use that for 1 week of shooting, and then I had to recharge it. Now it's almost a day, daily. And again, the smaller the battery, the quicker it degrades. So what can you do? Well, again, learn from Fairphone. They are releasing headphones which are tiny, smaller than what they are selling, and they have replaceable battery. There is no reason for now to have non-replaceable battery. And rumor has it, let me be very clear, rumors has it that basically a lot of people are starting to complain about it, and that's why you will notice that any brand that is making a pro level cinema grade, they're still using pencil batteries, AA batteries, AAA battery, for that exact reason. Because again, the device can easily last 10 years. It's just the battery will be kaput after 2 or 1 if it's very small. So fundamentally, having a replaceable battery, that reduces so much e-waste, makes your money go much further. Why not do it? So Rode has promised, it's a very vague, they have promised that next variation they will make will have replaceable battery. Again, we need to go to that, because again, it sounds easy. Oh, $250 is not that expensive. It is expensive if you have to buy it every 2 years. It is very expensive then. So fundamentally, it's almost there. And again, this was very lazy. True wireless, true flagship, true wireless, true flagship, true wireless. They repeated the comment. And there is this one guy, this technology is very powerful. I mean, like, come on, man. You put so much effort into AI and this and that. It's like, come on, man, come on. Oh, somebody's like pure listening. I'm like, ah. That was lazy. Like, I think the editor got tired. It's like, blah, blah, blah. But again, I'm very angry at camera companies. It's like, we are almost there, almost at perfection. And again, this company really need to learn how to document the damn complex feature. I know it will look complicated, but at least have a documentation for that exact reason. It's like, this is how you do it. And again, don't have black boxes like dynamic mic. It's like, what does it do? Does it automatic gain control, or does it do limiter functionality? I do not know. And replaceable battery has to be there, because these things are becoming a junk way too quickly. And again, smaller batteries, quicker kaput. So this was my presentation on Mark II. Hopefully you have liked it, learned from it. In that case, please click the like button, share it amongst your friends. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show me extra support. Please leave a comment, because I do try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free. And as always, thanks for watching.